I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is like the fifth time of me doing this video because every time I feel like I'm done, I see more information and I kind of like, damn, I kind of like gotta retract a lot of this stuff, especially with this one. But though my opinions are the same, it's just like the fact that I do have a lot more. Maybe I can say it much more clear and concise. So, what are we talking about? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I saw this coming a mile away because as men, I don't care who it is, if you feel like you the shit and someone else, like, and you hear your people talk about someone else, and then like it kind of gets to your ego. It's like, damn, but what about me? It's just like, especially when you feel like you're making moves and getting money and all that other stuff, and some people just like, people have their favorites, so it was like it will fuck with your ego. It's just like, nigga, I'm better than this shit. I'm better than this nigga. I'm better than this nigga. Like, this is all male ego. I know I've been there before too, where it's just like, um, and I don't know if this is hating or not, but it's just like an ego shit. Sometimes you feel like you better than the next nigga, especially especially when you feel like. Now it goes hating when like the nigga is doing real successful and you not doing nothing. And you just like, and then you get to, he only did this because of this. Now I will admit, like, have I had those moments again? But I'm like, I have to check myself. I always check myself. At least I would try to check myself. Yo, stop being a hating ass nigga. Um, it's giving hater vibes. Go out there, get your money and all that shit. You'll get there. There's times where people is like, in my opinion, like people where I was like, even though I was doing stuff, it was like there was no motion going on, but everybody else was getting theirs, and I'm like, God damn, it seems like everybody else is doing better than me, and I'm just not going anywhere. But I also told myself, yo, your time will come. Just be patient. Till then, don't be a hating ass nigga. Go show love. So I've always said, yo, congratulations, you deserve it, because in at the end of all things, the person did deserve this shit. Okay, now that's a long ass monologue. What are we talking about? We're talking about Kevin Samuels. Even after his death, his name is still in the his name is still in the air. So, and to be honest, excuse me, and look at me, I'm sounding like B. Let's be honest. But yeah, to be honest, it's just like that's kind of like what legacy is, right? It's like people, how often people say your name and how much you did before you left this earth, that people were still referring to you, or after you're gone. Hell, you don't even have to be dead. Just look at Jordan. Like, people still look at Jordan as a GOAT. 30 years, and he hasn't played in like 20 years, 20, 30 years. Jordan is still the GOAT of everything, especially in the NBA. And then, LeBron's been playing for 20 years, so yet he's still chasing the GOAT of Jordan. All right. Same as this. All right. Now, when Kevin Samuels died, I said that you know, I could speak. When Kevin Samuels died, I said to myself that there's going to be a big shoes to fill because Kevin Samuels has done a lot for this black manosphere. This is before I even got to know this information, because the way it was, when he passed away, a lot of people in the black manosphere was sending their condolences. Now, but I knew that, even though some people, maybe they did feel genuine, that shit ain't gonna last, because there's some people that felt like they was better than Kevin. Hell, even when he was on his rise, there was people that felt like they was better than Kevin. Hell, even when he died, there was people that was trying to follow Kevin's uniform. They tried to do what Kevin did, but it just like came off as bootleg Kevin Samuels. There's a couple people right now, and I'm not gonna say no names, but when you see him, it's just like you definitely following Kevin Samuels, motive of how he kind of like went at things. So male and female. Let's just say that, male and female. Again, I'm not saying no names, but you know it when you see it. Myron on Fresh and Fit. And first off, I saw this on Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, and he was talking about how Myron was talking about the death of the Black Manosphere, which is, I guess I can allude to this. So this is probably like a 2-on-1. And they was like, and he was talking about what's the reason the Black Manosphere died, or Black Manosphere died, and he blamed it on Kevin Samuels. And he was like, because Kevin Samuels never brought nobody up, and mediocre tutorials reviews. He was basically calling a cap. He was basically going through. I'll leave a video in the description box if you want to see that video why he was calling cap. But basically, he was basically calling Myron cap. And then I seen a video of Angry Man. Angry Man kind of took Myron's side. He was like, Kevin Samuels didn't bring no people up with him. Now, if you're asking me, he was like, before he died, and I would say this, before he died, he was doing something with him, Dennis Sperling, the lead attorney, and mediocre tutorials and reviews. Right? They was on the verge of doing something. And it wasn't until I remember seeing that video, because he was like he had something special planned just for those two. And to tell you the truth, and I'm gonna explain this down the line because I just want to make sure I get all my ducks in a row. Those three people with Kevin Samuels kind of like fit Kevin Samuels' brand, and I will get to that in a moment. So now after those informations, I did that video, and then I saw a video of O'Shea Duke Jackson, because I was like, if mediocre tutorials reviews is talking about this, then I guarantee you O'Shea Duke Jackson is talking about this. Let alone O'Shea Duke Jackson was. And basically, I'm not going to lie to you. O'Shea, and I will put O'Shea Duke Jackson's video in the description box as well. O'Shea Duke Jackson got everybody together. And I meant like, because especially for the people that was blaming Kevin Samuels, he got everybody together. It was like a historian and a tactician at the same time. And because like O'Shea Duke Jackson, he had receipts, and he was like, and basically, he was like, and I'm paraphrasing. O'Shea Duke Jackson was like, I don't understand how you can say like he didn't bring nobody up in a Black Manosphere. You know who benefited the most of the Black Manosphere? Fresh and Fit, to show that Myron is on. He was like, matter of fact, it was the episode where like he called in and you was calling him the Godfather, and he uttered those lines. He was talking to those girls, and he was just like, when OnlyFans is done, Subway will be hiring. Where he had that quote, and this was after Kevin Samuels hit that average and best. Talking about the average and best things, and like Kevin Samuels basically got everybody together. He was like, and he had this own reason why the Black Manosphere is dying, and he was just like, you know what killed it? Black men. He said because y'all wasn't working with each other. We was in because and even he alluded to it. Like I was into that infighting thing where the female YouTuber Soulja Willie P talk about it all the time. Crystal Carrington or something like that. I think her name was Crystal Carrington was trying to get people demonetized and channels removed and all that other stuff. It's like he said, I almost had my joint going, and then like there was a bunch of infighting between us black men, and he's like he admit he was in it as well, but that's what Kim. But Kevin Samuels, when Kevin Samuels doing his shit, it kind of same. Now, if you ever look at, I'm not sure about the lead attorney Dennis Sperling. I feel like they all do their own shit. They don't really get into shit. They don't really get into the drama, especially mediocre tutorials reviews. He'll comment on it, but he never really gets into the drama of things. I've never seen him get into the drama of things. So that's saying a lot with MTR. So, and I feel like O'Shea Duke Jackson, when you're saying the reason why the Black Manosphere was going or dying is because of black men, and I had my epiphany was, and I've said this before, because there is no evolution. My thing is no evolution in the red pill, and I'm throwing red pill in it too, even though it's kind of like difference. The red pill and the Black Manosphere. Like the reason why I think all that was done because there was no evolution. And I said this, it comes to a point, it's like, I don't know how long you can talk about these women are hoes, these women are bimbos and all that other stuff. And it's just like, you need to show people that you're your philosophy is working, that your philosophy is pushing black men to be better. And I think you need to show that. I understand that a lot of people do want to see you kind of like call women 304s and call out the delusion of women. It's like that's fine, but you also have to show the other thing is like, hey, look, look what is, look what I'm doing to help out our black men get better. Because let's be real, the point of the Black Manosphere is for a space for black men to, you know, profess their problems in a safe space and get better. Like, try to get better. It's the same thing with Red Pill. I tell everybody, because I know everybody see Red Pill as just, them coming at women and calling them 304s and hoes and all that other stuff. And I tell people that's not really it. Not calling them hoes. It's more or less likely of men getting themselves together and understanding women's nature. Like, and I tell people all the time, before they even get to the women and the 304s and all that other stuff, calling them hoes, the first thing they'll tell you is, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing in your life to improve yourself? Are you going to the gym? Are you financially good? Is your credit good? Is your scores good? Is your health good? Like, the first thing they'll tell you is get yourself together before you even start getting on these streets. Get your money right, build yourself, stack yourself up, develop a character, develop a personality, all the other stuff. That is the basics of the red pill. And I tell people all the time, that is the basis of the red pill, and I stand on that. It's to get yourself better. It's the fact that some of these men are kind of scorned, and some of these men are kind of hurt, that you kind of get the, oh, look at these bimbos, look at these women, what other stuff. But there's also men in the joint that don't act like that. They're more or less like, I understand women nature. This is what you need to do. When you see this, just steer clear of that. You need to find a woman that's, fit, friendly, submissive, and all that other stuff. That's not going to give you a headache. It's showing your men that you are worth something. Because let's be real, there's a lot of people that they feel like men don't even feel like you can't even big up a guy without it being sassy. And I'm starting to notice that from a lot of women. It's like anytime when you see men big up other men, it seems like you don't like that. And it's just like, do you want us to be miserable? Because it's just like, and the thing is, because like, and this is my solely opinion. This is based on nothing. Majority of us is average, but you see a lot of average women, they kind of like boost themselves up to feel like they think they're with the 8s and 9s and 10s. And you're not. You're average. It's like, so most of the time you should get an average dude and make it work. But some of these average women feel like they're more above average. And that's because, people stepping for them. And Kevin Samuels was that guy that's just like, yo, if you really think about it, you ain't that guy. That was Kevin Samuels' whole thing with women. It's just not the fact that to demean them. It's just that a lot of y'all are average, but y'all really like you really put yourself up to where you think you up there with the Beyoncés and the Kelly Rowlands and the Halle Berrys of the world, and you're not. Some of y'all are not even close. Now, don't get me wrong, some of y'all are real pretty. Y'all just like very strong sixes. A lot of y'all are real strong sixes. But y'all not to these levels. It's like, are you even fit, feminine, submissive? It's just like, and then the men you want, do you think they want you, or do you think you can compete with these women for the same type of nigga that you want? Since all y'all want the same type of nigga, you think that he's going to want you? And then a lot of that. So Kevin Samuels was there to me. Kevin Samuels was there to knock it, but also he was also trying to get people to like get married. And this is the other part. What I mean about evolution, like Kevin Samuels, he's had a place where it's like people can meet up and have conversations and get married. Dennis Sperling is one of them. Dennis Sperling met his wife through Kevin Samuels and his stuff. So that right there shows you that what Kevin Samuels was doing was legit and was on the right path. It was actually helping people. Other dudes, they just see it as a grift. So we've had people that grift, like your Just Pearly things, and maybe other people is just like they'll do a live and they'll say, put the money in the cash app. Don't get me wrong, Kevin Samuels was like that too, but he was more like get the likes up. He was never like the cash up, but he was like get those likes up. It's like I see a bunch of people in here because he knows like that's where the revenue is, the likes, not really the cash app. He's like I can get, and that's what grew his channel. So, but I tell people all the time like the red pills, the black manosphere, it needs to evolve. It needs to evolve. It needs to start showing people that your philosophy works. And I think a lot of people drop the ball on that, especially Fresh and Fit. And the same because I'm pretty sure Fresh and Fit has helped a lot of people, but Fresh and Fit was their own downfall. And here's where I get back to this part with Angry Man. He was saying, "Say what you want about." Because I remember I was watching the video, and he was saying, "Say what you want about Myron." Myron put everybody that Myron liked, he puts the people on. Now, though Angry Man was correct about that. I also have to interject that everybody that he kind of fucks with is demonetized. And this is not a shot at Angry Man. This is no shade at Angry Man. And if for some reason you are listening to this, I fuck with your content. But also and I'm pretty sure, and I didn't watch the whole live of you doing it. So if you probably said this before, don't mind it then. But think about everybody that like Myron and Fresh Fit was kind of fucking with, right? Tommy Sotomayor, right? Now that even though I think it's always 50-50 because it seems like every time Tommy is fucking with someone, he ends up beefing with them. And I have all the love for Tommy Sotomayor, but he has a history of doing that. You'll see him fuck with people, and then next thing you know, you're fighting them. Or you're arguing with them. I never understood that, but it fucking happens. DJ Academics, demonetized. But that was on his own shit. It didn't have nothing to do with it. But I also say, like, there was an episode where, like, DJ Academics was drunk off his fucking self and he looked stupid. It was, like, fucking up your brand. And a lot of people were saying, hey, Myron, I don't know if you should invite him on because he was really fucking up your brand. He was fucking up your show. And Myron was just like, look, man, that's my boy. I'll stick with him. Now, keep that in mind because I'm going to get to this part. And this is just my talk on that. Donovan Sharp, demonetized. If I'm correct, he is demonetized. Or he's looking at it like, I can't make that much money in it because a lot of people not looking at his content. And plus, like, he was bullshitting on his shit too. Like, motherfucking saying, like, he was telling people, don't marry single mothers. They're just recreational use only. Marry the single mother. So now you're going back on your word. A lot of y'all just being hypocritical and all that other shit. You just married a single mother. And it was, that's not even before Aberrant Priest. I mean, Aberrant Priest did kind of like put that out, but I ain't even saying that wasn't even because of them, because they're mad at Aberrant Priest for putting that out, but you're the one that's putting up messages and giving it to doing the exact opposite. People don't like that. Just Pearly things got demonetized. Rollo Tomasi said some dumb shit. Not many people was fucking with it. I don't know if he's demonetized or not, but everybody. Nick Fuentes, obviously, like he got banned off of YouTube, and yet you bringing him on the show. And he's a known racist. It's just like, look at these companies. It's gone to the fact that Fresh is it's affecting Fresh, and people thinking Fresh and Fit is going to split up soon, because like even Freshton said it. Look, the people don't like it. I don't mind. He said it. I don't mind. I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, I don't mind a free speech, but the people don't like it. Doesn't make money. Why keep talking about it? Like Fresh was done. All the political jargon that Myron done. Because Myron self-sabotaged that fucking channel. Like, I'm pretty sure Fresh was okay with just talking to 304s and bimbos, but you could tell, like, that shit was getting to Myron because that shit, he was losing hair. Had to have a hair transplant all day. So, Myron was losing shit. Myron was single handedly killing that channel. And everybody was telling Fresh, yo, you need to abandon the ship. Because it was funny because Myron, everybody looked at Myron as like, oh, he's the reason why that channel kind of built. And I was like, I'm pretty sure everybody had a part. Like, Fresh had a part. Like, he was bringing in the women, he was bringing in the audience, he had the connects and all the other stuff. But Fresh, him being from Barbados and his English isn't, he's not as well spoken as Myron. Let's just say that. So it just looked bad when he's talking and Myron speaking eloquently and then yeah, Fresh went, well, see, here's the thing, and you know, coming up with a bunch of things and coconuts from Barbados and all, yeah, like that's how you hear Fresh. And Myron going on these tangents and Fresh is going, yeah, let's see, yeah. So you see, the thing is, you women are whores, and yeah, that's about it. And now, but also it caused the show. Now, with that being said, and I alluded to this earlier, so I might as well get to this point. Like I was saying, like there was only a couple people that Kevin Samuels really fucked with. O'Shea Duke Jackson, behind the scenes, and even O'Shea was like, "Yo, Kevin made me a lot of money. Because of him, like I was breaking in dough I was never seeing before because of Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels shouted him out a couple times. So that, honestly, that right there just um, defeats Myron's point of him bringing people up because O'Shea Duke Jackson, and I remember watching this shit too back then. Like he definitely like grew his channel to where like he got other fucking channels that he's done grown. The man's in Africa, uh, I think it's Senegal. He's somewhere. He's somewhere in Africa doing well in Africa, and he got this Pan African dating shit. Mediocre tutorials reviews. He's got about 875 plus subscribers. Uh, the lead attorney about 400K plus, and Dennis Sperling about 73K plus. Like all these people. And speaking of Dennis Sperling, please get a new camera, please, please. I know you get money. I know you getting money. Please get a new camera. And that webcam camera shit is just. Please get a new camera. I'm sorry. The art student. I went to a film school. I'm sorry. That's just me. The film school camera. Just get a new camera. I know that's an old head thing. Just get a new camera. Because every time I watch this shit is grainy. And I just don't. That's just me. Anyway, those dudes fits Kevin Samuels' brand. And this is where I was alluding to the fact that you cannot take everybody with you. Not everybody. Now, there was a couple people that, was fucking with Kevin and then they was not fucking with Kevin. But also, there's people that, yeah, Kevin has been on a show, but there's a couple people that does not fit his brand at all. Right? There's a couple, like, it's, even though y'all fuck, he probably like y'all, he probably fucks with y'all, he knows that he cannot take where he was going, you can't come with. Like, you would hold him, sadly, you would hold him back from getting to where he, like, getting his fame. And, like I said, those three guys fit his brand. And yes, even O'Shea Duke Jackson, because O'Shea Duke Jackson is coming. You cannot, and this is one thing I learned once you start getting more and more successful, you can't take everybody with you. Like, yes, you have your day ones, but even some of your day ones you cannot take with you because they may fuck up your brand, especially if you're trying to be successful. Because let's be real, some people, especially like if you know your boy's a street nigga, sometimes they can't get out that street nigga thing. And then it's just the fact that everything they do, even though they're grown ass men and it comes back to you because you know them, you're associated with them. The shit comes back to you, and it's just like, damn, you fucking up my brand. What you're doing is fucking up my brand. So if you got people like that, that's around there, and it's just like, oh, yo, this is who you associate with, and it's just like, and I think he's seen that with the Black Manosphere, so that's why he kind of like pushed himself away from it. And also, Mediocre Tutorials Reviews did, and I'm pretty sure the other two did as well. But the lead attorney, he was always talking about divorce. He's the guy that he was a divorce attorney, so obviously his shit would allude, it will fuck with the red pill and all that other stuff. So, you know, I'm pretty sure like he never really associated himself with the red pill. It's just that his content kind of like mirrors the red pill thing. And I'm not sure about Dennis Sperling, but Dennis Sperling is also being successful with YouTube. But the more the more you grow your channel, the more you grow your brand, and the more where your brand starts getting looks to where like you're getting on TV and you're getting to be in spots that you never seen. There's people you cannot take with you. You know who's learning that really the hard way? Kai Cenat. And there's been a couple times where like Kai Cenat was been into some shit that's not even his fault or he didn't do. It was the fact that people associated with him that, it got back to Kai. To where it's just like Kai had to drop some people. And it's been like that a couple times. So you cannot take everybody with you because sometimes what they do might fuck up your brand. And most people don't understand that because it's your dream. It's your passion. It's your purpose. Like, especially if you want to get to that spot, you gotta understand that, hey man, look, because I worked hard for this. I worked hard for this, but you also work damn if I'm going to lose this because of some shit that doesn't have to do with me. So I gotta drop you. Jay-Z is another one. That's why I know a lot of people get on Jay-Z because he's not with everybody he done started with, but some of these people, like I think he realized that some of these people he can't take. And I say this all the time because I made a joke about it, like the whole Rockefeller tour when he brought out Michael Jackson and how like the whole people was reacting when Michael Jackson was there, and he just had this look like I'm done with these niggas. Like Jay Z had. If I told people all the time, and I remember putting it on camera. So look at his face. You could tell he was just done with these niggas. It's just like I ain't fucking with these niggas no more. Now, if it's cruddy or not, I don't know if people really feel that way. If it's cruddy or not, I was like, yeah, but again, what would you do? And it's more or less of a moral thing. It is more or less of a moral thing because I know there's people that do wants to get the fame and wants to bring the people along that help them. But at the same time, it's just like I said, do you need those people? Do those people understand? Do those people understand that your brand and what you're doing? Because if anybody knows that, um, if they know that you built this up and you're seeing your way, and if they will understand that, and damn, like I'm like this shit was getting back to him. It's like what you're doing is fucking up my brand, and it's like do those people understand it? Because some people don't see it, especially like if they're leeching up off you. And I'm saying if you don't leech up off them, then you got to understand that if you're with me, then you got to understand that you got to follow by my rules and follow by the way I run things. You have to be okay with that. And yet, this is another thing with egos. It's just like a lot of people felt like they was better than Kevin Samuels. It felt like, damn, why did Kevin Samuels get the look and not everybody else? It's like my shit is quote, I'm smart. I'm fucking like I'm a man. I know how to motherfucking run things and all that other stuff. And yeah, you get yours, you get those too, but some people just not what they're looking for. Sadly, you're not what they're looking for. So overall, because it's almost been 30 minutes, it's a lot to go through. But I feel like O'Shea did put them all together, and then like with this whole thing about the Black Manosphere, again, it was bound to be doomed if there's no evolution. And this is the part where I want to hinder this. If there's no evolution to things, you're just going to it's just going to be redundant, and then people just going to get tired. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, cause I've been doing my podcast for like 6 years, right? And I can see it wearing out some of the people on the panel, and I don't think it's their fault. It's just like it seems, me, I gotta even me. It's just like I'm starting to realize this on the panel, and I'm not blaming nobody. I don't want people to take this the wrong way. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not pointing fingers, but even then, it's just like, how long can you talk about this shit and like, reinvent the wheel? How long can you keep talking about the same shit? And like sometimes it feels like the same shit. Like I don't talk the fuck out of relationships. I don't talk the fuck out of like even then. It's just to the fact that like let's say even a podcast. It's like to me, I come up with the topics. I do come with the topics. Some people, they say these are good topics. Some people did, and then sometimes when we explore the topics, not really people got a lot to say. Like so, and it falls back on me. And like I said, I don't blame no one, but this also falls back on me because there's times where I do ask, hey, y'all got any topics? Some people don't. Some people do bring this shit up. And then even then, it's like, if you bring this shit up, I'm counting on you to lead us into the topic just so, like, you have a further understanding. So, or, like, if you have anything interesting to talk about, because that's the thing about holding them into a podcast is just, like, you got to be interested. Now, again, my thoughts from Skin on Fly sometimes there's just me talking because these are things that I am interested in. Some of these stuff that that I don't talk about, I'm not sure they are interested in, and I just bring it here. So again, it's just like it's not just for me, and I don't want to be redundant because because everybody loves coming on to the podcast. But I do get it that some people you just like you get sick and tired of talking about the same shit. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it's a life lesson for a lot of things. It's just like you need to evolve, and even me, it's just like I've been trying to evolve this shit. I've been trying to do new shit, like as with going to the podcast and I'm doing live. I'm playing games while we're live talking, just so it's just like trying to keep everybody's attention to some shit like that. Maybe then it's just because taking ideas with other people. Have some gaming background. Why not do your own gaming backgrounds or some shit like that? Things like that. Hell, I even want to do shit where like me and father we just like just fucking play games and all that other shit. Yeah, wow. I've had ideas, but like I said, that's just a little extra tidbit. But yeah, evolve or perish. So let me know what you guys think. This is one of those long videos. I haven't done a long video like this in a minute, but let me know what you guys think. Till then, my name is Skin on Fly, and I'm out. Peace.